Alright, so the Battlefield 5 reveal had just ended. A lot of information came out, and we are going to touch on the major points that we got from that reveal, and just my general thoughts on the game so far from what we know. So stay tuned, because we're getting into that next. Welcome back, and as you know, the Battlefield 5 reveal was today. It just ended. It is now 3:40 Central Time, and watch the whole thing. The footage you'll see is from the reveal, and we'll just start with my thoughts. So I am super excited for this game. I was excited for this reveal. It looks amazing. There's been a lot of changes to the Battlefield franchise, it looks like. We're going to be seeing things like fortifications, more customization, which has really been lacking in the Battlefield games. You're going to be able to manage your own squad basically and bring different soldiers in depending on the class that you're playing, it looks like. There's new mechanics, new movements and things like that, which is always exciting. It looks like you get the lay down from Rainbow Six where you can have your feet out in front of you, which is great. That'll allow you to get into positions that you couldn't previously, and will add a new dynamic to the gameplay. There's going to be new destruction, more destruction. You can shoot through the walls finally, so they can't just hide in a building. You can light that building up and take them down. The buildings are going to fall apart differently. This game just looks amazing. I cannot wait to give it a shot. Let's touch on the things that we found out in the reveal, since that's what everyone probably wants to know. And the main thing is that there's not going to be a season pass. That is fantastic. So it's going to be a live service. For those who don't know what I mean by live service, that means free DLC. That means everybody's going to get every map and every new weapon and expansion that's released. And that's great. It'll keep the community together, which is always a big problem in the Battlefield games, or has been, but won't be in this one. The main thing is hopefully they can maintain that style and keep rolling out that DLC for us, which is going to be great. Don't expect as big of releases as you've seen in the past when they release DLCs. It's going to be smaller releases, smaller amounts of content, more spread out through the year. That's generally what the live service model is. The game will be released retail on October 19th. If you get the deluxe edition, you get it on the 16th. And if you have an Xbox One or EA access on your PC or Origin access, whatever it's called, you'll be able to get it earlier than that. I want to say it was the 11th, but I didn't write that one down because that's not available on PlayStation 4. It honestly doesn't pertain to me, so I didn't worry about it. With that, the pre-order should be up now, so be sure to go ahead and place your pre-order if you plan on playing this game. I'll be placing mine tonight. It will be World War II. We all knew that before going into this. Little teaser revealed that, pretty much confirmed it. And there's going to be some more information here. So the main thing is they're going to be aiming on immersion. So for gameplay and modes, we're aiming for immersion in the game. With that, you'll be pushed by the explosions, and there's new movement, puts you more in line with the Battlefield, or more, feel like you're more in the game. The destruction is back, and it's going to be even more severe. So like buildings are going to fall apart as opposed to just crumble, which is, that's amazing. What they do with the Battlefield destruction is just great, and I can't wait to get my hands on that. For Conquest is definitely going to be back. Operations is a big one. Operations will be back as well. They're going to be larger than what they are in Battlefield 1. They already take a long time in Battlefield 1, but that is by far my favorite mode in Battlefield 1. It's so much fun. So we're going to be getting that. Now, they did mention that it'll take days, so I don't know if that just means like each map is considered a day. I assume that's what they mean. I don't think they expect you to play the operations for days, but I did have a note down that wasn't really quite clear. So the operations will have 3 maps with 3 different modes. Each map will have a different game mode in it, so you're not playing the same game mode over and over. And if you come to a stalemate throughout the matches, you'll get into a 4th mode, and it was like only 1 magazine, and you're basically just fighting to the bitter end on that. So I imagine that the 4th mode is just going to be a team deathmatch, you die, you're out style game. That sounds amazing to me, and I cannot wait to play operations in this game. As I said, I love the Battlefield 1 operations, and just having that again in Battlefield 5 is super exciting to me, especially with the different game modes throughout the maps and more maps in it. It's just, can't wait. So excited. Single player is going to be back, so you're going to have war stories, much like Battlefield 1. I didn't play the war stories in Battlefield 1. I don't usually do first-person shooter single player, but for those of you who do, that is going to be in the game. And co-op is back from Battlefield 3. It's going to be called Combined Arms. And again, I don't really like fighting bots, so I didn't do the co-op in Battlefield 3, but for those of you who enjoyed it, and I know it was popular, that's going to be back as well. For vehicles and weapons, they said they want to have the large armory that was available in World War II, so hopefully, like Battlefield 1, as the game got older, It felt like you progressed through the war and the technology got better and the weapons got better with each DLC. So I'm hoping that they do that again, because that was kind of cool. It kind of felt like, you know, that you're going through the time period. They also said that there's going to be secret weapons to unleash throughout the battle that'll help turn the tide. I hope they're not like the crates that you get in Battlefield 1. I really don't like those. I always tend to run up on one of them and you just die so fast. You can shoot through the walls for the destruction with the weapons. They're going to have high caliber rounds that can shoot through walls, so people aren't going to be safe sitting in a window. You can only hit their head. You can just light up their corpse or their body. They're going to replace the gas mask with a toolbox. So the toolbox is going to be used to build fortifications. So a lot like, I guess, what you can do in Fortnite, where you can basically build a base. The fortifications are going to be like reinforcing buildings or rebuilding buildings, I guess, like with sandbags, it looks like from the reveal that they put in there. So, you know, if a building gets taken down and you want to rebuild it because it's a good spot, I guess you can do so. And they mentioned adding more machine guns or mounted machine guns, adding anti-air reinforcements to the building, so that's going to be cool. It kind of sounded like each class is going to have a different thing in their toolbox to use. So it kind of sounded like support was going to be more building like walls and reinforcing walls and things like that. And then another class would be able to come by and add, you know, mounted machine guns and mounted air, anti-air. So I don't know for sure on that. Maybe I just misunderstood. It's a possibility. You know, that's something different. Hopefully, I kind of like the idea that they'd be different as well. Each class would have to work together for that. Speaking of the classes, they're bringing in the company. So the company is going to be your customization and where your soldiers are. So be able to have a team of soldiers to bring into the battle with you that you can rotate between, so that you can bring the right soldier for the right situation, which was a big point that they kept talking about and they kept bringing up. So I think that's going to probably be replacing classes. Maybe each soldier is a different class and each class can be customized differently. Again, that wasn't really clear. They didn't touch on if it's going to have the same selection menu that, you know, we know and love from the Battlefield series, or if each soldier themselves is going to be a different class. You're going to level your soldiers by playing them. You're not going to be able to purchase any in-game bonuses. So that's the main thing, especially with, you know, Battlefront 2 that just came out. I still love that game, by the way. You know, when it was initially released, there was a big outcry over loot boxes and pay to win. I still think it was overblown, but, you know, it is what it is. But that's not going to be in this game at all, so that's good. You're going to be rewarded for playing the games. You're being rewarded for playing the classes. So you're going to level up. You're going to get things for playing them. I'm assuming weapons, cosmetics, and things like that. Your soldiers will be able to be customized, and depending on how you play or level your character or your characters, the look, weapon, and vehicles, the way they work, the way the vehicles and weapons work will be different. So maybe you can specialize into like marksmanship or specialize into, you know, tank driving. I don't know how that's going to work, but that's pretty exciting as well. So if you're more of a soldier or more of an infantry player like myself, I usually don't hop into vehicles. Hopefully I can focus on, you know, when I play my soldiers to level up their marksmanship and, you know, their accuracy and things like that, as opposed to being forced into unlocking vehicle stuff that I'm probably never going to really use. Each soldier is going to have their own unlocks, their own, you know, customization options. They said paint jobs are going to be a thing for weapons, so you'll be able to add a custom paint job. Not sure if it's going to be like the Call of Duty paint jobs. Hopefully they're more detailed than that and not as silly. Hopefully they kind of keep things, you know, in line with more realistic looks. There was someone with a hook hand in the trailer, so who knows on that one. And there's not going to be, you know, as I said, there's not going to be any major expansions that are paid for. So you don't have to worry about the community being divided, which is always one of the major things that I look for in a game nowadays. The free DLC is a big thing for me, especially since, one, I like to keep my money, and then two, I don't like buying DLC if it just means I'm going to have less people to play with. So I'm really excited for the free DLC or live service model. The game looks great. I really can't wait to play it. So yeah, I hope you guys really take a chance to look over the game, see if it's something you'd be interested in playing. If it is, we can definitely keep playing together. If you enjoyed this video, or you liked it, or you just want to support the channel, you know, give that like button a click. I love all of your guys' support. And then hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Right now we're doing Battlefront 2 videos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Streams Tuesdays, Thursdays. You know, we might be switching over to Battlefield 5 when it comes over as a primary game. I don't know yet. We'll have to see if it's fun. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in game.
We are losing objective butter.